In this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to create a heat map using the ArcGIS for Excel add-in. So if you have your sheet and you have a layer, what you can do right here is you can take a layer, and if you want to, you can say, hey, let me show this as a heat map or a location. So I'll show you the difference real quick. You have location points, and then you have this heat map right here, which then to make this change a little bit, you go over to the little palette and you can pick your color ramp. So this will decide the high and low areas. So you can do like red hot, blue cold. That's kind of what I have right here. Then you can adjust accordingly to show differences in the color. And then those will show like the number of points, basically. It'll kind of all combine it together. One thing I like messing with is a blur radius, because that makes a more concentrated heat map as opposed to having something like this, which is very hard to see unless you're way up. So modifying these two settings right here is really important. So I do recommend actually the purple and gold. That's a really good one. I think this blue cold, red and yellow hot is a really good one. But you can pick whatever color ramp you want and then apply it. Just some other stuff I'm going to go over. I have two layers here. Now, to select between them, you just kind of toggle like that. And what you'll see is if I zoom in, eventually I get to where I can actually see the points. I don't just see the heat map anymore. But if I zoom out, then I'll just have the heat map. And this is accomplished by changing the visibility of the layer. So if I go over here to layer properties and I go to visible range, you'll see that from here onwards, so from this being the top level where I could see and that being where I start to see, so I have to kind of cross this boundary to begin to see them. This is where I can unlock that. Now, if I go back to my layers, pick this other one, go to its properties, its visible range is the whole spectrum. So I see it even when I see the points. But what I can do is I can change the settings so that way, as soon as I don't see the heat map anymore, that's where I see the points, right at this level right here. So that's one really good way to use a heat map. Do that for the high level looking around kind of data exploration, just to kind of show where things are happening more. And when you see those colored pockets, now let's just go back here, make sure that we've got this set up the way we want with the color ramp. It's high, blur radius. Let's just kind of tone that down. So this is perfect. So I can see there's a little pocket of activity over here. If I go investigate that, boom, I'll see that there's 3 auto theft incidents over here in this data set. And that's why there was a little blob of heat over here. So that's one really nice way to do that. The interface here is a little bit different in some of the ArcGIS tools that you may have used before. So I think it was valuable to go over this. If this video was helpful,